Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to do hand landmark detection in native Android application using MediaPipe. So let's get started. Now I personally don't know what's the difference between gesture recognition and hand landmark detection. They look more or less the same to me. I have already made a video on gesture recognition, so this is for hand landmark detection. So let me show you guys the output first. I am using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well. The reason I am still using XML layout because at the time of me recording this video, the camera APIs for Jetpack Compose are still not stable. They will change a lot in the future, so I don't want that to get deprecated. Like for the camera APIs for XML layout are pretty much stable, so that's the only reason. But if you're comfortable using Jetpack Compose, you can do that as well, because this will be only mostly business logic. Only the overlay view which I have created would be a little bit different. So here you can see it is asking me for camera permission. I'll just give the camera permission. Then it is asking me for so this is my front camera. I'll just move my hand in front of it. As you can see, it is able to draw whatever I'm able to show it to. So hopefully you get the point. So yeah, that's what this hand landmark detection is. So let's see how to achieve this. So first, like I said, I have created an XML layout. Then you need to go to this documentation over here. You need to scroll down, and here you need to download this particular model, hand landmarker full. So just download it. Then you need to right click new, click on folder and click on assets folder and click on finish. So this will create an assets folder for you like this, and here you need to drag and drop this hand underscore landmarker.dash. Do not create the assets folder manually, you will mess things up. So just drag and drop this model which you have downloaded. Then you need to go to android manifest.xml, and here you need to add uses feature of Android hardware camera as well as camera permission. Then go to build.gradle.kts, and here you need to add MediaPipe task vision, camera core, camera 2, camera life cycle and camera view. Then here you will see this sync now button. Just click on the sync now button and it will download all the Android dependencies for you. Then you need to go to activity underscore main, and here you can see first we have this camera preview view which is occupying the entire width and height. Now coming to this overlay view, so for this you need to create this file first. Now this file I have just copy pasted it from the GitHub source code of MediaPipe. So I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. So this is basically for drawing the overlay on our live camera preview. Okay, then you can go to our activity underscore main, but here you just need to write your own package name. So this is my package name, whatever is your package name dot overlay view, and here also we are making sure it occupies the entire width and height of the screen. So yeah, now so I have already shown you this. So next you need to create another Kotlin file called hand landmarker helper. So I'll just close this. Okay, so again this I have copied it from the documentation GitHub source code, sorry. So feel free to pause the video and just copy this. So basically this is boilerplate code for setting up hand landmarker using MediaPipe. So that's what we are doing over here. So here you can see we are setting all this stuff. All right, here this is the detecting for live stream which we are using. Again I'll simply scroll, feel free to pause. This we are not using, but I have kept it for detecting from video file. We are not really doing that. Okay, all right, and this is for detecting from image. Then here we return the live stream result. Okay, and here is the default. So in case if you have changed the model name inside your assets folder which you have downloaded, make sure you change it over here as well. Alright, and these are all the default values over here, and this is the data class result bundle, and here is the listener for as well, on error as well as on results. Okay, so once that is done, let's come to main activity. Hopefully I have shown you this build.gradle. You have copied all these dependencies. Okay, make sure you copy this and click on the sync now button. It will download all dependencies for you. Go to main activity. Again these are all the imports, so you can copy it. Here we are extending hand landmarker helper dot landmarker listener. Then here is our default values for delegate, minimum hand detection confidence, hand tracking confidence, presence confidence, and maximum hands. Then here we create variables for preview, image analyzer, camera provider, as well as camera facing. And here is our hand LandMarker helper. Here is our background executor, camera preview, viewfinder, which I have named. And here is our overlay view. This is just a helpful method to check whether all the required permissions are granted or not. So if it is granted, then we just call setup camera. Then inside on create, we just initialize our viewfinder, we initialize our overlay view, then initialize our background executor, and here we just call execute. So here once camera permissions are granted, we call setup camera, else we call request permission. Then here we just do activity result launcher.launch. This is just a helper method to check whether we have the required permissions or not. And here we are just defining a companion object with permission. Inside on resume, if this is closed, then we set up it again. Inside on pause, here we just clear hand LandMarker helper if it is already initialized. Here we just shut down and await termination inside on destroy. Inside setup camera, we get hold of our camera provider future. We add a listener, we get hold of our camera provider, then we call bind camera use case. Then here we initialize aspect ratio strategy. Here is our resolution selector as well. Then we set camera provider, then we initialize camera selector as well. Then we initialize the preview view. Then we initialize image analyzer, we set target rotation, back pressure strategy, output image format. And then we just analyze it where we pass the detect hand method. We unbind our camera provider, we initialize the camera. Then we finally set the surface provider as well. And inside detect hand, we just do detect live stream, so where we pass the image proxy. Then here we just override on configuration changed, so we just do image analyzer dot target rotation. Here is our on error, and inside on results we just pass all the results to our overlay, which will help us to draw the overlay on our live camera preview. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.